you want to know my opinion on what I think, just keep on watching. What's good? It's your girl Nisi here, and I'm back with another video. And shout out to all the new subscribers. I see you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing, liking. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Nisi. Click on that subscribe button and like button and come and join the family. So in today we're going to be talking about the Grammys, and yo, I feel like in a long time the Grammys ate. Like, that's all I can say. Like, this year, performances, people that won, it was given, and it's Black History Month in America, so shout out to all my black folks over there. Everyone's celebrating and doing, just giving black excellence, basically. Ooh, so where do I start? So first of all, I feel like for male and female, Beyonce dominated for female and Kendrick Lamar dominated for male. They took home like the greatest, like the top, you know what I mean? We had Album of the Year and we had Rap Record of the Year. So they just took the best of the best awards that was going out. And yeah, like Kendrick's one. First of all, I love what he wore, you know, the double denim. So simple, but then the Jesus piece, the jewelry that he was wearing was giving, like, and I just loved his speech. You know, he's just a very simple man, kind of reminds me of myself. Like, I just love Kendrick. I just, in my eyes, he can't do no wrong, and he's a lyrical music genius. So for Miss Beyonce, who's never won Album of the Year before, she made history. And for country, best album, she made history with that. A black woman's never won in 50 years, like, can we just deep that, please? Like, let that sink in. And like I said, it's Black History Month in America. So I know, Beyonce, you're making the ancestors proud, because that's insane that another black woman's not won in 50 years. Like, you know what I mean? You would think there was no black women in the industry to win. There's black women in the industry, they just don't be with, like, it's crazy. Do I think she should have won for this album? No. I feel like she should have won for Lemonade. A lot of people are saying she should have won for Renaissance, but a lot of people agree that she shouldn't have won for this album. It was okay. That's what it's alright, but I've heard better from her. She's not even dropped any visuals. Like, we've not seen any music videos. Obviously, she's been doing back-to-back like performances, concerts, but the album was okay. But to be, you know what I mean, to win a Grammy for it, no. My girl Dolce Wood, I'm so proud of her. From when she got nominated, I was like, she has to win. But it was a tight one, I feel like. But because no one's won in so long, like, obviously Cardi B won it in 2018, and then obviously before that in 1999 it was Miss Lauryn Hill. So, you know what I mean, females don't be winning best rap album. So, you know what I mean, the fact that she got it is just like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for her. I loved her speech, and then obviously her performance. Like, guys, I'm a big Dolce fan. Like, I just love her. But yeah, her speech, you know, just shouting out to all the black girls, like, you can do it. Anything you put your mind to, work hard, you can do it. She was told by set people, you know what I mean, you ain't gonna, you know what I mean, you're not gonna make it, you're not gonna be. And look, now she's an award Grammy winner. So I'm super happy for her. I also liked Alicia Keys' speech. Hers was very moving and powerful. She looks so beautiful. Put a picture on the side. But yeah, shout out to the girlies, you know, Money Long, SZA, Thames, shout out to that Niger Babes. Her mum's gorgeous. She looks just like her mum. But yeah, man, there was just so much black excellence given. And just shout out to all the winners overall. I like that Lady Gaga's back. I liked her performance with Bruno Mars. And obviously she's dropping an album, so I'm loving that. But yeah, the Grammys was good. It was good this year, I'm not gonna lie. I was feeling it. But yeah, let's get into some people's reactions.
Beyonce winning Album of the Year after Jay-Z stood up on that stage the year before and bitched and moaned and complained that she has all these Grammys, she has the most Grammys ever, has never won Album of the Year. It's giving, I donate all this money to this school just for my child to be benched in every single game. If you don't play my child, I'm going to withdraw all my donation. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. I will never... Last year, I wasn't going to forgive the Grammys for giving Victoria Monet newest artist of the year over Noah Khan. Okay, I've gotten over that since then. Victoria Monet seems like a very wonderful lady. Okay, but to give Beyonce Album of the Year, okay, when you had Billie Eilish, Sabrina Carpenter, Chappell Roan, Taylor Swift, those are the only other ones that I cared about. Sorry, I'm forgetting everybody else. And to give her Country Album of the Year when she didn't win a single country music award this year. Not a single one. It's blasphemy. You're telling me over Lainey Reeves? I'm missing people's names right now. Chris Stapleton? I mean, Post Malone's album was even better than... I'm sorry. The Beehive's gonna come for me, but I don't care. I've been staying quiet about it for too long. Pisses me off. And don't even get me started. I love me some Kendrick Lamar. But you're telling me that a diss track that wasn't even that serious won song and record of the year? He swept for a diss track. It was funny for the first time. I was like, hee hee ha ha. Drake is probably somewhere pissed right now. But then to win another one after literally all of the girlies have been slaying all year. Slaying all year.
Girl, she's mad. Jeez. How could she say your husband was bitch whining? No, so that's from the last Grammys last year. Can't remember. Did she even win it? No, she didn't win anything. I think he won something. And obviously he stood up and was like, it doesn't make sense. Like, she's the most nominated or Grammy award winning artist, but she's never got Album of the Year. So Jay-Z's like, you know, when you're working out a math equation, that doesn't make sense. Like, how can she win all these awards for different categories, but she's never won Album of the Year? But then someone that's not won different but can win Album of the Year. So it's true, by their logic, it's not making sense. So I do get what Jay-Z said, but isn't it a coincidence? I don't believe in coincidences that the following year she finally wins Album of the Year. So people are debating on TikTok. It's either she bought it or Jay-Z bought it, or gave the award some extra funds. It's either she just generally won it, like it was genuine, she really won it, or it was kind of like not a setup, but it was fixed basically, like, or they're giving it just to shut them up. Sometimes white people, they give black people stuff like, just shut up now, you've got that, like just be quiet now, because usually they don't even go to the awards. Or obviously a couple of years ago, like I think Jada Pinkett Smith was boycotting it with Will Smith because it wasn't giving like black people acknowledgement, etc. So it's funny that I see Jaden and Willow there, their kids, but yeah. But I don't think she should have got it for that album. Out of all the albums, Beyonce's got a catalogue, okay? Out of all the albums, I don't think she should have got it for that album, but it is what it is. And then obviously after the awards, then she put out that she's going on tour for that album. Realistically, I don't think it's going to do that well. We're living in hard times. Everyone's feeling it. Obviously, she did Renaissance a year ago or 2 years ago. I don't know. Like, I just don't feel like it's going to be as successful. Renaissance was everything. Like, that was mad successful. And it's the prices that she's charging. So I know the people that went to see Renaissance, unless they're like that die-hard fan, people ain't coming. And obviously that's going to look bad, you know what I mean? Because again, it's a Grammy Award winning album. So it's like, where's the people for this album? You know what I mean? But yeah, she's going on tour. And I just feel like with everything that's going on in LA and America, all these plane crashes, obviously the wildfires, Trump just doing all these mad tactics and he's just doing a whole madness. I just don't think this is the right time for a tour, but hey, what do I know?
Absolutely not be thanking fucking Beyonce. You know that shit was rigged. Beyonce winning a country album with all of the talent that is out there is like Taylor Swift winning a fucking rap album. But some of these women in Hollywood, they have other motives, and I'm not going to say what it is, but how convenient that it just so happened to be the day that she dropped the announcement that she's going to have a Country Carter tour. Literally, people only know one song off of that entire album, and it's because it went viral on fucking TikTok, and to be honest with you, most of us were fucking making fun of her. But as a country artist fan myself, how offensive to the people who are insanely talented in country music to see some bullshit like this. She had her husband there looking raggedy as ever with God knows how many lawsuits coming down his throat. I mean, hell, even Post Malone deserves a country album of the year over her ass. Oh, look, and now J-Lo's there too. I find it interesting that the crowd themselves were completely shocked and wondering how the hell that even happened. Hey, J-Lo, you got something to tell us right along with Beyonce and Jay-Z, since all of you guys are just sitting there happy-go-lucky while your friend Diddy's in the hospital? And how unfortunate, Benson.
The Grammys 110%. And let me tell you why there's a difference and why everybody's just like, why am I enjoying it? Why is it so good? Baby, everybody can sing. Everybody can sing, everybody can perform. We was missing that. We did not have that. We was letting random behind people get Grammy nominations. These people are actually talented. This is what happens when we put the talented people in the front. You get the Doechis. Okay, you get the Ryas. You get the man that did a backflip off the piano. I don't know what his name is, but he was performing for his life, screaming, looking like Freddie Mercury. Okay, it was talented people tonight. Sabrina did her thing. I love how she be so funny and theatrical with her stuff. It was amazing because the people are talented. We're getting back to the talent. And I'm excited about that. And I'm happy about that. And I'm happy that Beyonce won. Even though, controversial take, I truly, and I'm happy that she won for Cowboy Carter because it did the same. But I still believe to this day that Renaissance should have won Album of the Year. What was that, a year or two ago? It should have won then. She should have been had that title. I don't know why it took so long, but, you know, I think Jay-Z had to say his 1-2 on them. But, yeah, it was amazing. I enjoyed it. I think this is exactly how it needs to continue to go, and we need to have talented people in the front.
I agree with everything she said in her video. Like, it just gave. I was just like, okay, Grammys. We've not seen it popping like this in a long time. I don't know if it's because a lot of black people were winning. I don't know what it is, but it was just giving. People's performances, like, it was on point. People's speeches, because, you know, some people be funny with their speeches. Everyone's speech was quite good and inspiring, you know what I mean? It made me feel sometimes like, oh, you know what I mean? But no, this Grammy was a good one. Obviously, you know, with the whole wildfires in LA, it's just, obviously, it's a sad time, but, you know what I mean? But, yeah, it was just good, like, and just seeing, like, you know, Compton, you know, Dr. Dre, DJ Mustard, Kendrick Lamar, like, just seeing people, it's just good. It was a really good one. So, Kanye West and his wife, there's been rumours about them. Apparently they wasn't invited to the Grammys. Obviously they just turned up. She dropped her coat and then kind of got escorted out, but then it's come out that they were rumours, but no one can seem to find, I can't seem to find a picture of them seated at the actual Grammy, so I really do think they got escorted off. Like I said, they're at the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, this is not the right awards show or the party you were looking for. And you know what makes me laugh? Before she dropped the coat, obviously Kanye was whispering in her ear, so you know this is his vision. But Kanye, can you save that for the fashion show? Like, not at the Grammys, please. Like,
My jaw is on the floor. I have no one to talk to about this. I'm just minding my own business, watching the Grammys red carpet coverage, Googling red carpet looks so I can make videos about celebrity cult members that are at the Grammys tonight. Just minding my own business. And this is what I stumble on in one of the red carpet look roundups. Kanye West is more like a celebrity cult leader than a celebrity cult member. Between the church he started, the school he started, the way that he has been allegedly in his relationships, and I've been worried about his wife, Bianca Censori, for a minute now. Her family has voiced concerns. Kanye West is a scary person. I didn't know he was still allowed at these things. Like, is this even legal? Like, the amount of time I had to stare at this because my mind was literally just loading and processing what I was looking at it. First, I thought she looked like Kim Kardashian because every time I see her, I think she looks like Kim Kardashian. Freaks me out a little bit. Then I was looking at her dress and I was like, is she wearing a dress with like a naked body printed on it? You know those t-shirts that have like a naked man printed on it, or bathing suits that have, it's just a print, but it's like you're completely covered? That's what I thought was happening. And I was like, did she get her own body printed on it? Like an idiot. And then I realized what was happening. There was also a photo, I couldn't find it on the internet. I saw it in someone else's video and I didn't want to take a screenshot of their video. but it was them standing on the red carpet where she had her jacket on before she took it off, and the blank stare on her face was really concerning. Really, really concerning. I don't know why more people aren't like doing wellness checks on this woman. Like, this is scary.
So the shade, the Grammys threw a lot of shade, so they had to put an apology out to The Weeknd. They're always throwing shade at Nicki Minaj, so I feel like they threw shade at her as usual, and then obviously at Drake. So with Kendrick Lamar winning, again, it seems like kind of calculated, aka set up. Could Kendrick win for some? Of course, it was definitely the song of the year, and you know what I mean, he did deserve some of the awards, but the fact that he got all 5 awards, like there was other artists that had songs, you know, out this year, like Billie Eilish? Sorry if I'm pronouncing her name wrong, but yeah, people are going crazy because she got nothing. And you know what, that reminds me of the year with SZA. I think it was 2 years ago or last year, where SZA's album was on the charts for weeks and she literally got no awards. So I feel like, I don't know if they do it to humble you, but it happens to a lot of artists. But yeah, Kendrick, look, like that track did dominate. Like that summer, that track was played everywhere. Like I get it, but I know the Grammys, they do not mess with like Young Money, Cash Money. Like, you know what I mean? They never give anything to Lil Wayne. They never give anything to little Nicki Minaj, and now they don't mess with Drake. And people are pointing out the high five that Dr. Dre got from the man. Can't remember his name, but I'll put a picture. And even Swiss Beats son's like, whoa, like why is he high-fiving? You know when you high-five, that means you've won. Or, you know, in a basketball game, you high-five, you touch, that means you've won. So yeah, it was definitely calculated. It's like, yeah, we're rubbing this in Drake's face. Like, Drake's not put out anything, but his dad has said something. But yeah, if I was Drake and you got people, you know, Beyonce was rocking to the song, you got Taylor Swift whining out. Yeah, if I was Drake, I'd literally just be hiding under a rock now. Because it's like, when he tries to forget about it, something happens. And listen, Kendrick Lamar's on a roll. He's got so much going for him. Obviously, before this, he did that mini concert at the Amazon. Can't remember what stadium, but he did that. Then he finally dropped the visuals for Not Like Us. Then he got picked to do the Super Bowl, which is going to happen this year. And now he's won bare Grammys. He's won 5 Grammys for this song. And it's just like, just as Drake tries to forget about it, or it, you know, it dies down a bit, it rises again. It's like, here we go. So obviously now that we've got this, then he's going to have the Super Bowl. And obviously people are debating, is he going to, come on, you know he's going to perform that. If they're playing it at the big Grammys with all these rich white folks, they're definitely playing it at the Super Bowl. Drake, go to an island somewhere and just go and chill out, because, yo, that song is just everywhere.
That's Dr. Dre high-fiving Lucian Grange after Kendrick Lamar wins an award for Not Like Us. Okay, let's talk. You know something that I noticed about the 67 Grammys yesterday? The way people in the entertainment industry who have not done the work, who are not doing the work, are latching on to Kendrick Lamar and co-opting his moment as though it is something they've also, you know, worked towards, is really interesting and quite disturbing to me. And here's what I mean. I mean this in 3 phases. It's really Kanye West that inspired me to talk about this and be a little proactive, right? He was talking about Drake as being a nemesis and things like that, but it really kind of like put it in perspective for me. So in 3 ways. Number one, actual industry people that are screwing over people in the industry as far as monetary wise, as far as when it comes to contracts, and they're sitting there smiling as though that third verse doesn't apply to them. Secondly, the rappers who I guess in this case may have had an issue with Drake, but were willing to stand next to the guy when it was profitable for them. And then when they wanted to turn against him and take him down, weren't able to do it themselves and acting like this is a victory for them. And lastly, the people who are in that crowd that I know, some of you have a reputation for only dating women who are barely legal, is really nasty to me. Let me deep dive a little more for you. See, I think when I first started talking hip-hop on here, especially doing the Great Rap Shinobi Wars, and I would try to objectively break down different things, I didn't do a great job of trying to explain to you that a lot of my sort of, I guess, vitriol is coming for in regards to the industry, not necessarily just, you know, oh, Kendrick Lamar is not, no. So I think I've gotten better at that and letting you guys know the realistic way I look at the rap industry and the entertainment industry. Okay, so for me, I'm watching Lucia Grange sit next to Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift, you've been through the ringer, and I know that Lucian wasn't one that did it to you directly, that was your manager, but who's enabling people to be able to screw you over when you come in as a new artist in the industry? Lucian's smiling around everybody. That doesn't sit that well with me. Okay, when I look at Kanye in his interview, and granted, he did give Great Drake some credit when they asked him, well, the Kendrick Lamar body Drake, and he says, yeah, I feel like he took down my nemesis, but you can't count Drake out. For me, it's like, hey, Kanye West, Drake from the same school as you. All that ghostwriting stuff, you know. Hey, Side of Prince don't talk about being in the goddamn Good Music Factory, just writing. That's your son. He learned all that stuff from you. And you know, it seems like a lot of your ideas and the bitterness you feel is the fact that you feel like Drake was able to tap, you said in your own interview, Kanye, tap into that algorithm of music better than you, right? And a lot of the sneaky stuff that I think Drake has done to people, learned from you, and you've done it to him. We've already done a video on that. And lastly, to everyone in that stage, especially the men, yeah, sitting there clapping, you ain't do your Mr. Morale and Big Steppers. You haven't done that yet. I guess Hov, you could say, did that with the 444, but let's talk about everybody else. You haven't done your atonement. You haven't given me the records about you learning. As far as I know, some of y'all was at the freak-offs. Some of y'all, I'm looking at the gap in the ages with you and your spouses. You are in that line of what Kendrick is talking about in that second verse. So I think, you know, I don't want to talk about Kendrick in a savior manner, and I don't also want to talk about him in a way where people don't think that I see what he's trying to do in his, you know, his growth and his work and things like that. But the way motherfuckers is symbiotic relationship, harping on to him, right? And when I watch the crowd scream that A minor, I get the entertainment portion of it. But some of that line applies to a lot of y'all. I've seen, let me not get too technical. There are things in the industry that I can take portions of that song and it applies to a large number of people in that crowd. What are those after parties going to look like? Okay, so I hope I've said this correctly. This is not a anti-Kendrick video, anti-Drake pro. Now, I want to move those guys to the side. But the way the industry is running to Not Like Us. You're not a colleague, you're a colonizer. That's half of y'all on the stage. Oh, I'm the VP of A&R. You motherfucking find him. You putting the mumble rappers in there. You sign the next white boy that saying he don't like soul music. That's you. That's you. Hide your little sister from him. That's you. It's so much so that people know this about people in the industry. And they prefer to date younger women. So I understand the L for Drake. I totally get that. But you shucking and jiving at the song. Brother, the song's about you.
Drake has got to be sick right now. Imagine watching the biggest night in music and Not Like Us, the song that was basically built to humiliate you, win Grammys. And it's not just winning. The whole crowd is screaming the lyrics. Industry people, artists, the biggest names in music, all rapping along like it's an anthem. This isn't just a diss track getting played at a club or going viral for a week. This is a moment cemented in history. This is the Grammy stage, the same place where you were once the biggest name in rap, and now the song clowning you is taking home trophies. That's gotta sting. And let's be real, when does Drake even pop his head back out after this? What's the move? Drop another album, a response track now? The longer he stays quiet, the worse it looks. But stepping back into the spotlight after this, it's looking rough. He already tried to spin the beef like he wasn't taking it seriously, like he was above it all. But the culture chose. The fact that Not Like Us was not only a hit, but an award-winning hit, man, that's a whole different level of losing. And right now, Drake is gonna have to sit with that shit for a while.
How many Grammys does he really have in stock? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us breaks the record for rap song with the most Grammys. Kendrick Lamar just swept the Grammys with a fucking diss song. It is Song of the Year, Record of the Year, Best Rap Song, Best Rap Performance, Best Music Video. Bro, I don't even know what else to fucking Yo, I don't know what else to say, gang. Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody. Yo, fam, he had niggas on the stage talking like we was in a fucking gymnasium. Nigga, like we was at a fucking a hood basketball tournament. Somebody got MVP and niggas just started talking shit on the mic. Nigga, like, yeah, man, this is crazy, bro. A record breaking moment happened, and this is hip hop history, man. We witnessed hip hop history. Don't take that for granted. This is some shit you gonna talk to your kids about in a few. Depending how old you are, you probably talk to your kids about it now. But you know, for niggas like me, when I have kids, you feel me? There's some shit we gonna talk to our kids about in the future, gang. It's crazy, bro. What a moment, man. What a time. What a time to be alive. No pun intended. Fuck it. Till next time, I'm out of here, man. Make sure you hit that follow button. Follow the backup account. Linked in the caption. Linked in the bio. Make sure you go follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube. I will be posting long-form content there. Till then, I'm out of here. You shit me.
And let me just say this. When it comes to that Ticketmaster queue and them pre-sale codes and the people that was talking all that shit about this album, play with your mama. Not me. Okay? We been here.
Listen, you told no lies. I know that's how Beyonce is in her head. As much as she's like pretending to be shocked, I know she's like twirling on her haters. Like, so basically, a quick backstory: there was a country music awards like late last year, so maybe like around October time. And obviously Beyonce was there, but she didn't get nominated. Like, she didn't win anything. I don't even think she got nominated. So obviously they snubbed her. So this is why it's funny now. She didn't get nothing in the country music awards, but the big Grammys come and she wins album of the year for a Grammy. Obviously, a lot of people was like, it should have been someone else, you know, like Post Malone, you know, just all these other artists, which I can understand. But it's just funny how she just came over and just, I don't need your award from the country music awards. I got the Grammy for a country album. Like, it's mind-blowing. And then on top of that, now she's going to go on tour. I'm sure it will be successful, but at the same time, the way the world is right now, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not her best, you know, world tour. But yeah, like, you know, Beyonce, her best revenge is her paper. Like, that's how she gets revenge. She don't say nothing. She doesn't tweet. She doesn't go back and forth. She just does what she does. And you know what I mean? Literally toiling on her haters. And it's just facts. Like, if you look at the stats and it just tells you everything you need to know. She doesn't need the acceptance from like the country music committee because she's got, you know what I mean? She's got the Grammys, like, and the fact that her husband controls, you know, like the music that goes on the Super Bowl performance. If he wanted, he could literally get his wife on there. Obviously, Kendrick and Beyonce do have like music together, so I wouldn't be surprised if she performs. You know, they can rub it in your face just because they can, just because they got it like that. Like Jay-Z and Beyonce, they are high in the music industry and they are quite powerful. So yeah, but yeah, his little clip was funny, like, so true.
Beyonce wins Country Album of the Year at the Grammys. Let's talk about it. What? You mean to tell me the Country Music Awards had their award show? That's their genre. They did not give Beyonce one single award, but the Grammys gave her Country Album of the Year. Make that make sense. I'll wait. That is the most bizarre thing, and that's not the word I really want to use, but that's just that. Is it because she's Beyonce? And don't you find it odd that Beyonce and Jay-Z, they don't even attend award shows anymore. They don't go. They just win awards because, like, they're the elite. It's Beyonce and Jay-Z. You do not get to remake a classic country song by an iconic country singer. I'm speaking of Dolly Parton and her Jolene. You don't get to remake that and then call yourself a country music artist and then throw some Cowboy Carter, like, oh, because she's from Houston, she's a cowboy. Like, I don't understand, or a cowgirl, whatever. The Country Music Awards didn't give her one single award, and she strolls her ass over to the Grammys and wins the top award. What about Post Malone? What about Lainey Wilson? Her album is amazing, and I like country, but she's amazing. And they gave that award to Beyonce. And then in the same air, in the same breath, she's like, oh yeah, and I'm doing another concert. I mean, she didn't say that at the award show, but she's announced that she's going on tour again. Why? You just came off a tour.
And didn't you charge your fans like thousands of dollars for a concert ticket? And didn't you then film the whole concert and put it in the movie theater? So everyone who spent thousands of dollars to see her in an arena could have went to the movies and saw her for like, what, $15? Like, what? What? They don't even, like I said, Beyonce and Jay-Z, they don't even go to award shows anymore. So why were they there last night? Because she wins awards and she's never in the audience.
Okay, guys, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below, do you feel like Beyonce deserved to win that Grammy? It was so weird that it was presented by Taylor Swift, because it's always between Beyonce and Taylor Swift, and usually Taylor Swift wins. But the fact that she presented it, I was just like, well, it's obviously going to her. Who else is it going to go to? And shout out to Miley Cyrus. I like that she was like, Beyonce, we won a Grammy. Like, I love that. That was a cute moment. But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.